Howdy, 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 every person out there watching us right now. This is Rapscallions Report Weekly, where we weekly discuss our weekly discussions. My name is Andy.
I'm Tone.
Enrique.
That's Enrique again. I'm going to stab him in the throat with my pen, apparently. I don't know why it was so forceful. I'm sorry. I'm especially aggressive right now.
He's an angry drunk.
I'm an angry drunk. Speaking of angry drunks, Eric, what do you have to talk about this week?
Okay, so this week on my weekly day where I just drink a bottle of gin and go on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I watch
Netflix Gin Day.
Yes.
I know a girl named Jin. That's weird.
I watched this documentary. It was about aliens on the moon. And as an avid Ancient Aliens fan, I have a life-size poster of George Tsoukalos,
Tsoukalos.
that aliens guy that I look up to every morning. But anywho, on this documentary, they make the assertion that NASA has found, and you can see these online through a telescope, not man-made, but artificial constructions on the moon, like pipelines. There's like a smokestack looking thing for cooling tower. There's like this big cannon. There's a bridge. They make some compelling arguments. And they also assert that NASA has for years been airbrushing UFOs out of pictures. And I think it's totally cool.
Do they mention the face of the moon?
They actually do, but they say that it's no big deal because there are new pictures of it that show it is really just like
an aberration.
Lighting.
Oh.
No, it's just like a mountain.
Well, it's like with anything, if you really want to see something in something else, like say the face of the moon, if you look hard enough, it's going to come to you. It's just an optical illusion.
Possibly.
Anyway.
Like when you see Jesus and toast.
You see Toast in Jesus sometimes. You know, see his pictures, and then he's like looking in such a way where it's like he kind of looks like a piece of toast.
Yes.
I get drunk and read the Bible. That's what I do.
Well, we all know that Powdered Toast Man is an allegory for Jesus.
Well, he's a classic Christ figure when you look at him.
Yeah.
You know, he literally gives of himself. You know, Ren and Stimpy, take of my body and eat it. You know, he literally does that. You can't have...
You're not even kidding about that.
No, I'm not. He just comes... It's just short of drink my blood, you know.
And I mean, he's the image of Christ because he's toast.
Yep.
And you see Christ in toast.
You know, toast starts with the letter T. And a capital
T is a cross.
Yeah.
A cross from the letter U. For you and me.
Need Jesus. And toast.
Yep.
You know that Monster energy drinks contain 666? Because they have the Hebrew letters for 6, and 6.
You know what also starts with T? Tone.
So he's the Antichrist.
Yeah.
So that's what I got out of that. How'd your week go, Prince of Lies?
My week, I had a very late New Year's resolution, and I decided my New Year's resolution isn't to be healthy. It isn't to work out or go to the gym or save money. You know, all these
nothing really beneficial to you at all.
Actually, my New Year's resolution was just be happy. If I want to go buy something, be a video game, movie, whatever, if I want to go out to eat.
If you want to strangle a hooker.
Basically, for a week, that's what I was doing. I mean, I was making sure my bills were, fucking taken care of. My kids were fed. But for the most part, I was just like, hey, I'm doing me. My wife and I went and got KFC the other day. And all that went away when I had a realization. I got the double down because I said to myself, I want to be happy and eat the greasiest, most unhealthy thing you can get from KFC. The double down. I got less than halfway through it. I just put it in the box.
So you got through a single down.
Yes.
You got through the first down.
But not the second down.
Literally, I eventually...
Football.
I took like a bite out of it, and I literally peeled it apart, ate one patty, and then just closed the box and just like slid it across the table. And I was like, I'm done. I got to be healthy. I cannot eat this shit no more.
Did you pass it to your cat, and the cat was like, meow?
I ate it the next day when I go home from work. But what I'm saying is that
you could put it over rice. Made some rice and then dumped it on top.
Oh my god!
You could make a salad, cut it up, and throw it in the salad, motherfucker.
I still ate it. I don't know what the problem is.
You didn't eat it right, goddammit.
But what I'm saying is, I tried doing the whole "I don't care, I'm going to be happy," and I realized it's like when you're a little kid and all you want to do is eat candy, and then there's that little voice that you're like, "Why do I hurt? Because you've been eating candy for the last 6 days." So that was my week. I had a realization that I'm fat. I need to lose weight.
That was a
or
long,
drink more. Either or.
That was a long and interesting journey. It was like I'm listening to the Lord of the Rings or something. You know, it's like the end goal was, but that wasn't the beginning.
And you know what pisses me off? Halfway through that story, no fucking eagle swooped in and saved the day.
They
Poor
don't.
Shit.
They never do in real life. Never.
I'm out of drink. I got like a little sip left.
Too bad. You're just going to have to deal with the pain of life. And I'm going to spit all over myself. So my week...
Yeah, Andy, how was your week, buddy?
My week was fantastic. I made it a point to listen through all of the music by System of a Down. Because I heard some of their older stuff. And I'm like, you know what? This is good. Like their new stuff. Listen to everything System of a Down has ever did. So I did it. And it was all pretty good.
What were you doing during this listening activity? I doubt you were just sitting on the couch with the big ass headphones on, like, I love System of a Down.
I kind of was, actually.
Really?
I think at the time I was on Spotify, the computer, while at the same time reading comics online, if I'm not mistaken.
So it was more background noise, in a sense.
I paid attention to it.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
but...
like, I got to multitask with a lot of things, but I can't, even if there's, like, I'm watching a movie, it's gotten really bad where if I'm watching a movie... I'll have Reddit on the other half of the screen, or like Uprocks, or something else.
Yep.
And I think I'm losing my ability to pay attention to one thing. Where I'll start a movie on Netflix. The last movie that I watched on Netflix, where I actually watched the whole thing full screen and pay attention to the whole entire thing, was The Act of Killing, director's cut.
Okay.
Because that is an intense movie in parts. You see that Act of Killing? Basically, the guy interviews these warlords who, like 20, 40 years ago, something like that, just went on a killing spree. Killed a bunch of communists. And they wanted to shoot a film depicting their actions. And the crazy thing was, there were parts in the film where they were playing the parts of the enemies that they killed. And it got pretty intense at times. Like, the guy would talk about, like, different methods he came up with. Like, his method for killing someone cleanly and easily was he'd have him sit down against this pole. And then he tied a wire to this thing at the other end. Tied, like, a little, like, piece of wood to the string. And he would have this wire where he'd wrap around their neck on the pole and then just pull until they choked to death. I don't think the head actually came off. I don't know.
So
yeah. And he had this done on him later on in the movie for, like, one of the scenes. It was
so
nuts.
he did a Breaking Bad before Breaking Bad did it.
Did Breaking Bad do that?
Kind of. They had the bike lock.
Oh, yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for a show that's well finished. Speaking of shows well finished, I also finally got to the point... I've been slowly watching The Wire. I finally got to the point where it actually has me hooked. And that's when Method Man came in from Wu-Tang Clan. He shows up and he sets a man's... Wu-Tang! He sets a man's car on fire and I'm like, yeah, alright. And then a guy buys a duck and he keeps it as a pet. That happens in The Wire. You think I'm making it up, but I'm not. He buys a duck and he gives it a little diamond collar.
Nice.
Yep. That's all I need to tell you to sell you on that. It's like when someone tries to sell you on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and they say, yo, there's this ship and there's a gorilla. No, an orangutan in the ship. And the ship ends up being an extension of the orangutan's psyche. And then in the manga, when they find the gorilla, he's wearing like a captain's hat and reading a porno.
I thought it was an orangutan.
It's orangutan, whatever, man.
Look,
we're all apes of some sort, I
no,
guess.
because you can have sex with an orangutan with no struggle. You try to have sex with a gorilla, you're dead. Guaranteed.
What if you had trying to have sex
all read
with
that article about the naked orangutan.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that was sad. You remember that? They sold out an orangutan as a prostitute. They shaved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up.
That. We're not
True
making
story.
that up. It's a true thing. And then the lady who ran the brothel.
Like the villagers did not want them to take it. They loved it.
They loved having sex with this orangutan. And they taught the orangutan sex acts, you know?
Can you imagine what was going through that orangutan's mind? Like, what was it
Penis.
thinking? It's like,
Oh, wait, you said
like,
mind, not mouth.
It's like, what am I getting paid for this? I want to go home. I want a banana. It's like...
Can we turn that into an animated GIF?
No.
And then put it on our Facebook? Hey, fans, turn those into animated GIFs. Post them on our Facebook wall, and we'll send you a special prize. I'm not going to say what the special prize is because it's going to be nothing. But if you do that, we can laugh at Tone, and it'll be funny.
Okay.
You know,
It's going to be at my own expense, but if that does happen, we will share it in the next weekly report.
Mm-hmm.
you know, some countries in the world fight prostitution by illegalizing the purchase of sex and decriminalizing the selling of sex.
What?
They make it legal?
No. What?
So you can sell yourself,
But you
but
can't
if
be
someone
bought.
buys it, they get in trouble.
What?
So it's okay to be a prostitute, you just can't be a job.
Yeah, because if you're a prostitute, you're a victim.
But
That doesn't make sense.
Tell the Nordic states that.
Nordic states.
Nordic states.
Those Nordic states.
They do got some pretty good looking women over there, too.
Yeah, they do. That sounds like a huge trap because it's like, oh, these beautiful Nordic women are selling themselves.
Death by snoo
But if you buy them, but if you buy them, you're fucked.
What if you just
Literally
tell the
and
cops you weren't
figuratively.
paying for the sex but the pillow talk?
I was paying for their company, and then
Seriously.
sex just happened. We were in the room, and I was like, oops. And then it came into my pants.
My dick slipped into your butt. Oops.
Oops. It happens.
So I had to put down an extra $10. It's just coincidental.
You're like, oh, all this money fell out, and they slipped, and,
And we're done.
Mhm.
But I think that wraps up our episode of Weekly Report.
On that note.
On that note, before that escalates into something more orangutan-ish,
Yes.
well, check back next week, and have a good day.
See ya next week.
Bye.
See ya. Thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. I think we might have a Twitter still. Maybe go check that out. But most importantly, like us on Facebook, share us on YouTube, tell your friends about us. We appreciate all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, comment, share, tell your friends. Bye.